Hey there, I'm Beverly from Downen Creative Studios. Today I'm going to show you how to transform craft foam into leather. Let's get started. Before we begin, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this to help you level up your cosplay projects. So the first thing you're going to need is a heat-resistant surface because you're going to be using an iron. And what I use is a pizza stone. That's right, a pizza stone. This is actually great because of the flat surface. It's also heat resistant to up to, I think, 450 degrees. Heat safe to 450 degrees. And that is right around the same temperature that my iron can get to at the highest setting. I also use this iron for fabric, and I really recommend that you get another one that you can use for materials like this. But I'm going to use this one today, and I'm going to be very careful with it. And the next thing is aluminum foil. And of course, you'll need your EVA foam. Okay, step one is grab a piece of your aluminum foil. We'll use this as a protective surface. The next layer is going to be your EVA foam. And we're going to start with the foam from TNT Cosplay. Okay, then I'm going to need one more piece of tinfoil. And for this one, I'm going to wrinkle this one up. There we go. You really want to make sure that your foil completely covers your foam. Otherwise, you're going to have melted foam all over your iron and you will be very sad. So next, I'm going to place the tinfoil over the EVA foam. Because I'm using my good iron, I'm going to use one more piece of Reynolds wrap. This is just going to be over the foil. This is to protect the surface of my iron from getting dinged by the foil. So I have my iron set on the hottest setting. Right now it's set to linen, which I think is a standard setting on most irons. It's nice and hot. So I'm going to take my iron and I'm going to press down. All right, let's see what we have. So the foam is stuck to the foil, but that's not a big deal. Just peel that away. So as you can see, there is a texture now on this foam. And also the surface has been sealed by the heat from the iron. So if you wanted more texture on your EVA foam, just repeat this process a few more times until you are happy with the amount of texture. So now we'll do the same thing, but with the HD foam. Now I'm going to let this cool for just a few moments. The HD foam will have a tendency to curl a little bit if it is really, really hot. So I'm just going to let it cool off and flatten out just a smidge before we look at the texture. Awesome. So that worked really well. You've got a subtle texture here. It took just a little bit longer. Definitely let it cool flat just a little bit before you peel it away from the tinfoil. So you're going to notice that sometimes you will have some significant shrinkage when you apply that much heat to EVA foam. So you can see that that size changed quite a bit. The TNT foam pretty much stayed the same size, but it still shrank just a little bit. So depending on your project, I really recommend that you apply a texture to a larger piece of EVA foam, and then you cut your pieces out to whatever size you need. That way you won't have to deal with having to remake your pieces for your project. Well, that's it for this tutorial. I hope that you can use this process in your cosplay projects to make them that much more awesome. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you later. Taping to the camera.